Hello, Zena. Oh, she's a big girl with lots of energy. So I am just going to do some, again, calming things, and calming is sniffing. Girl. So for her, just getting her sniffing, just to help bring that arousal down. She's a beautiful dog. That didn't work. So here. There we go, that's better. Yeah, good girl. So she's eating these treats pretty quickly, very high arousal, and that's fine. She just needs to learn calmness. This is a dog who needs calmness to grow calmness. So I'm just going to see if I've got some high value food. Now this might not be a good choice. So I'm looking to help her become a bit calmer. And sometimes high value food can bring that arousal up. I want to see if we can get that arousal down. So I switch to kibble. And I'm just going to slow down the treat delivery. Just to see if we can get a little bit calmer. Good girl. So sometimes with high arousal dogs, we match their energy. But if I want to see some improvement for her, I need to have her match my energy, which means my energy needs to come down. Good girl. I need to be calm. If I was working with her, I might do some calm stroking if she liked that. Wouldn't necessarily be suitable for every dog because for some dogs, petting can be quite highly arousing. But for her, nice. Good girl. Good girl. Just slowing down how quickly I'm delivering the treats. And I'm also feeding, and hopefully this is in the camera, flat palm, so that she gets the food. If you put the treat between your fingers, the way we commonly do, more likely to get my fingers bitten. But if I put the treat by my knuckles and feed with a flat hand, for a dog that's quite highly aroused and or takes treats roughly, this can be a way to protect your fingers. Good girl. So what I'm doing is I'm hanging on to that treat. She's licking my hand. I'm hanging on to the treat for just a second or two longer. Good girl. Just to see if I can slow down. Just slow her down a bit. Good girl. Yeah, and you do get a goopy hand. I don't have a towel, so I just wipe my hands on the jeans. They'll be going in the wash tonight. Good girl. Good. Yeah. Now see if I can just slow down my delivery. Bring that arousal down a bit more. Yes. I'm putting the food on the floor, covering it a little bit with my hands, and then releasing it. So I've also got her lying down now. Wow. She's got sharp and hard nails, so I'm keeping my hand a bit away. So there we go. Good girl. Yes, that's what she's even. Nice. Offering a sit. Good girl. Yes. Probably feeling a bit of stress there. That was a scratch. So I'm just going to take the pressure off, throw some food again. One nice thing is with this gate is it's keeping her from scratching my hands, which is nice. Often for a dog like this, I might wear gloves. Good girl. Just good girl. now, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for her to sit. Yes. Marking that with a yes, and then delivering the treat. And I'll even take lying down, because if a dog can sit or lie down, then the arousal level is coming down a little bit. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Yes, good girl. Yes. 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 So this is another. Oh, I'm just gonna, so I'm going to toss some food just to give her a break. But her arousal is coming down. Not a lot, but it's coming down. And sometimes all you want is 1% better, because if I could get 1% better every day, it would be a huge difference in her arousal levels, and you'd see a big increase in calmness, because 1% every day starts to add up quickly. Good girl. So that's okay, she walked away. Good girl. Airplane feeding, yes. But I'm still going to flatten out my hand, yes. Because she's still a bit hard mouth when she takes her treats, yes. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, just going to finish up these treats that I have in my hand. Some treats, and that'll end our session. She is a lovely dog. Oops, there we go. Thought I'd take one more video working with Zena here, because you couldn't see my hand on the ground and what I was doing with her to grow her calmness. So we'll do that again. So what I was doing is just putting my hand down here. Good girl. Covering the food. Oh, she's going to go check. Covering it. Good girl. And then releasing it. And here we go. Good girl. She's disengaging quite nicely. Yes. Just flicking the food. Good girl. And this is just allowing her, again, it's just another way to grow some calmness. And then the airplane feedings. Yeah, her mouth is a bit softer right now. Good girl. Which tells me that her arousal is coming down. Ouch. And that does happen for dogs, especially big dogs with strong nails. Normally I would do this with a glove on, because they can, I've already got a little scratch on my hand, oops, but that's okay. We'll go to back up. Trying to reinforce the, when she sits, if she sits. If she doesn't, that's okay, as long as she's not trying to steal the food. Good girl. Now let's see. Good job. Oh yeah. Good girl. And if she can hold a sit, definitely an indication that, oops, good girl, that she's getting more into thinking brain. Which, if she's more in thinking brain, her arousal levels are coming down. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Now all I'm doing is pairing the cue, sit, with the action, which will help her sit, be better able to respond to her sit cue. Sit. 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 Now normally I would pay in position, sit, which is pay her when she's sitting, but that's harder to sit, harder to do from this side of the kennel. Sit. There we go. Good girl. Then I would toss a piece of food to get her up. Sit. Good girl. Sit. And again, if I'd been closer, I would have held the food in my hand, sit, until her bottom returned to the ground. And then I would have released the food. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Yes. And the reason I'm tossing the food to get her up is just so she can repeat the behavior and earn some more food. Yes. Oops. Good girl. Sit. Good job. All right. Good girl. That was really good. That's really good. Good job, girl. Get you to down. Okay, so now I'm just going to heavily reinforce her for being in the down. Good girl. Get it. Good girl. And oh, here we go. Okay. Don't want her to get too frustrated, so we'll just toss some food, because that was nice. A dog who can lie down is a dog who's a little calmer than a dog who can sit. And a dog who can sit is a little calmer than a dog who's standing at the gate barking. Good job, girl. Oops. There we go. So I stand up. Yes. I'm going to reinforce her for keeping 4 on the floor. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to slow things down again. Good girl. I can tell her arousal is coming up. Got to part her mouth again. Good girl. I don't know if you can see. Bring that up a bit. Yes. I'm just doing airplane feeding. Again, just checking, working her. Yes. Bringing that arousal down. Slowing my movements down. Yes. Yes. Okay, that was a good session. I think we'll stop it there while she's still keen and engaged to work. And end it with a scatter. Good girl.